welcome to the Danger Club Radio. I'm your host, Ross Harmston. Today we've got a very special guest, and that special guest is our Dungeon Master. His name is Daniel Thompson, or Dan Thompson. Pleased to have you on the show.
Thank you, Ross. It's a pleasure to be here. I've not really come on the show before. I've always been a big fan, and I like the quiet way that you start the show.
Yeah.
If I can just add one extra thing to this intro.
Are you two in that cupboard again? Like I've told you before about sitting in that cupboard trying to do your show. All right, I can hear you.
He's found us.
I think he can hear us.
Just be quiet. He might go away.
All right.
Fucking games in my cupboard again. Jesus Christ.
That went a different way.
Well, I can just see it gets drawn into just.
That was very trying up.
Yeah, because Ross will not end sketches. We know this.
yeah. It was just like, is this got a punchline, or is this just a running thing that's going to go on for the next 20 minutes?
Episode.
Yeah.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
You hate the owl?
Not my fault. It would be the worst thing that could ever happen to this crew if I don't deliver specifically 14 owls at the end of this voyage.
Okay, well, so we need to find an owl, and we need to find the gladiator school.
Do you sell any owls? Guinea pig.
I mean, it's better than a cat, I suppose.
Do you know anywhere where we'd be able to get some glue?
The guanhu was quite sticky.
Oh, we'll use that then, yeah.
The adventure continues now.
Cool. So, that was fun last week, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it? I can't remember. Was it last week? Was it last year? Every day's Sunday.
Was it
always
time?
Sunday is like Sunday.
Time is a construct.
I think I've always wondered what it would be like if you just yes-anded Ross indefinitely, and it turns out what you get is an entire hour-long episode about owls. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Heyo.
That owl episode is canon now.
I think we can all agree it was a hoot. I'm sorry. I've been avoiding that one because I'm sure that pun's come up before. I mean, how many owl puns can you have, eh? I'm such a twit.
Have you been looking these up over lunch?
No, I haven't. I don't need to look up puns, child. I wrote the book on puns.
It's our first episode back after a lunch break. What did everyone have for their lunch? Have a good,
oh, mate, mine was
lockdown
delicious.
feed. Yeah, what'd you have, Cole?
I'd like these chicken like wraps with sauerkraut and the hot sauce that I made myself from Scotch bonnet chilies, which is ridiculously good and so fiery. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Was it chicken or was it owl? Because I've heard that they taste exactly the same.
Yeah.
I also had chicken sandwich, some olives, a little bit of bits and bobs, yeah.
Fancy.
Some tomatoes.
I had some pasta with a sauce that I made and crafted myself, and I blended together that I made myself, Colin. I also made that myself, and it was amazing. My entire housemates, all of them got hungry just smelling the food, and it's blended in with some nice sort of Ancona sauce as well, just on top of it with some parmesan. And I had.
Did you make you obviously didn't make the hot sauce then?
No, I didn't make the
I'm
hot
just checking.
sauce.
I'm just checking.
Well, it turns out, I actually made the chicken in my sandwiches. I created that chicken. I handcrafted it.
Did you make the sauerkraut, Colin? Did you make the sauerkraut?
Did
you? Did you make the sauerkraut, Colin? Did you make it?
I didn't, but in my fridge I do have a jar of pickled cabbage that I did make.
Okay.
The thing is what you can't see on the web. Oh, sorry, Ross. Go on. What did you?
I was just going to say I had 2 crumpets, so
boo,
I think
rubbish,
that beats
boo,
everything.
Get off.
Did you make those crumpets?
No. King's
What about the butter? Did you make the butter?
Did you churn it? Did you? Hey.
What did you have on your crumpets, Ross?
Just some butter, salty butter.
Classic
salty butter. If you don't know what I do, there is some American or other country listeners.
Good. Good words, Ross.
Big up our other country listeners, all out there in the wide world.
Big up the USA and everyone else in the world.
Yeah, those are the only two, England and America. A crumpet is like, well, how would you explain a crumpet?
Hard, bubbly bread cake.
Yeah. Or if you've ever heard of a pie-clit as well. Pie-clit.
Oh yeah, that makes it easier to know what that is.
It's a similar thing to a crumpet.
It's like a smaller crumpet. I tell you what I'm going to miss, actually, now that, since there's not going to be any sort of festivals this year, we found out Boomtown's been cancelled, like, while we're having a break. So no festivals. It's all, plug's been pulled. It's all gone. No festivals for us. But it means we're not going to get to go to the crumpet stall that appears to every one of these festivals. There's always a crumpet seller who just make so much money from the fact that wasted people will happily pay like £4 for just a tiny bit of heated up sort of bread batter with some Nutella on top of it at 4 in the morning. You know, the money they must make is insane.
But the thing is, even though it's £4, it's still the cheapest thing that you can buy. You know.
Oh yeah.
So it is. It's a killer. It's amazing.
Yeah. Most of the stalls at festivals charge a couple of quid just to look at it. Like you wander over and they're like, a couple of quid, mate.
Did you walk past, mate? That you owe me £2 for walking past here.
Yeah, you looked at that slice of pizza, mate. That's a quid. So yeah.
You salivated, mate. That's a £5.
Oh, salivation.
I just salivate. It's what I do.
No, you looked at the food, mate. No. Come on.
I was looking at my clues.
Speaking of disgusting, slobbering creatures. Basco mops.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Basco mop. I've got your names up on here, so I don't call, which I do for one shots now because I always forget your character names and call Scott Horatio and various other names that are not in the show. So now I write them down.
Horatio is Horace's sister.
I don't know if this is a one shot. I think this is the podcast now.
We're following this owl plot.
Yeah.
Tiny Timble and his career as an owl.
What an episode. We started on the boat discussing what you were going to do on the mission you were sent on, and we finished the episode in real game times effectively about a minute later in terms of actual progress that have been made on the story.
I think apparently I got an email from various educational institutions, and when they open the book now for how to write your own subplots and complete them in an episode, it's our episode. It's now being used as canon, as a tool to teach students and players of this game. So it's good.
Spin-off episode within a spin-off episode.
We just totally made it up.
That's how we rolled when we're here. But we are in the town of Sandpoint. You have averted owl-based catastrophe. I genuinely thought that that Basco was going to eat another owl in the process of that.
I love the way he ate the owl off screen as well. It just didn't even that just happened.
Had a look at his skills, had a look at the levels, like low level adventure. I'm not going to chance having to roll a dice to fight an owl. So let's face it completely.
Yeah, those owls would have torn him apart.
Because legitimately, owls would fuck you up, man. They are made of weapons.
Yeah, they've got a razor sharp beak. They've got the claws.
The old claws.
The old wisdom.
Shout out to owls.
Big up owls.
They wouldn't hear you, mate. They're nocturnal, aren't they?
They would.
They can still hear during the day, Ross. They don't lose.
Nah.
I mean,
their ears just don't shut down, Well,
that's like it's like that guy. It's like who is it?
Owl Man.
No, let him finish. Come on.
No, it's
Owl's
like that guy
castle.
who goes in that thing because he hears loads. It's like Professor Xavier who constantly hears everyone, and he.
What?
He goes in that thing, so he constantly hears everyone.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ross. What did you have on those crumpets? Just a bit of salty butter and LSD.
Is it Daredevil that sleeps in like a lead-lined
bed
What?
thing. What? From hearing.
That was Michael Jackson, man.
This is live from lockdown, everybody. This is what lockdown does to people.
After lunch in lockdown, the madness sets in, bro.
There is definitely a film.
Sleep in a lead-lined coffin, a vampire that's radioactive. What?
Doesn't want to be
there's
seen by
definitely-
Superman.
There's definitely a film out there that there is somebody that can hear all these voices of loads of people.
It's
and he has
you.
to go in.
It's you, isn't it, Ross?
He has to go in this.
We haven't even
visual-
started yet. Like,
Oh my
Anyway,
god! I
so
can't wait
that-
to be on the Discord during this episode.
yeah.
Just wonderful.
Tweet
Well,
us.
you'll be.
Tweet us, lead-line coffin dwellers.
And Professor X, Superman.
Can't. They literally can't because the signal wouldn't get through their lead coffin.
Amazing.
Where are we, Dan?
You'll be pleased to know I have found the rules for owls in second edition, and if we do really well in this episode, if it goes well, then at the end of it we will have Basco fight an owl as a little bonus feature to see how that fight went down. It's a challenge rating 1/3 character. I'm looking forward to this showdown. But first of all, we need to find out how help me out. Wind Owl and
Fire.
Woof Wind Fire.
Fire. He's Aldori.
Because he's Aldori. Woof Wind Fire. Definitely the strongest party name
Yeah.
we've had so
Yeah.
far.
It's good.
It's wonderful. So we are going to find out how they do in the town of Sandpoint. You are on the docks, literally where you got off the boat, having gone to the pet shop, come back, and rejoined back together again. Having solved this problem, you walk away triumphantly from the owl container,
Masters of deception.
ready to pick up your adventure again. What would you like to do?
So we head to the. We should head to the
The school, yeah.
The school.
Gladiator school.
Yes, we should head to the school.
What time is it?
We don't know its name, do we?
You do have the name, yes. It is called the School of the Unforgiving Fire. So it sounds perfectly safe.
What time is it?
Late afternoon. You got here sort of midday. You've spent the afternoon.
Can I speak to the same, the what they call the lizard folk,
Yeah, you go to the tavern where the lizard folk are.
and speak to the same guy that I spoke to that I've forgotten his name? Hello.
Bosun?
Yes, Bosun. I know that.
Oh, there you are. There you are.
Yes,
Bosun Limptail at your service.
You know the school, the Centurion school in this village town.
The Centurion School.
Yes.
School for Centurions.
Yes. Do you know where that is?
Gladiator.
Gladiator school. Not
Oh, I was about to send you to the Centurion School, which is an entirely different school.
Right, that's
a long
good
way-
to know.
It's a very silly place. It would have probably filled up the entire episode on another tangent.
Oh no, let's go there instead.
But I guess we'll stick on. We'll get back on it. Yes, I do know where it is. You go up the main street, you take a left, and it's in the slums. It's a sort of run-down old building.
Right. Well, thank you for that, and I won't forget your name next time.
I imagine you will.
Bison.
Do you remember my name now?
Bison.
I mean,
Bison.
I think that's his title, actually, Bosun.
Yes, I know. I'm just calling him that because.
It's not Ian Botham.
Bye, Ian, and I walk off.
Fellas, I think that if we are going to get inside, and we want to take this thing, we should probably do it under the cover of darkness.
Aren't we going to be friends with them?
Yes, this was the deal, to go and make friends, maybe join the school for a little bit, and then steal their most prized thing. Now that I have said it out loud, I am scared.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm really way in over my head.
Yes.
don't be scared. You're all with me. And if one thing I can be sure of is logic and finesse and sword fighting, and my grand demeanor will help us to not be scared by these individuals that we will meet in this school that we are going to go to after I finish this thing that I am saying right now.
Every time you speak, a little bit of my fire goes out.
You have the
let's
opposite
go.
of fire carriage. All right,
Here we go.
you make your way to the school. Just going in and putting an owl in the initiative tracker there in case we happen to need that later on. You make your way to the School of the Unforgiving Fire. You find it indeed among the slums as you search around some of the more rundown buildings on the edge of town. It is a sort of a stone building, a couple of stories high. It looks in a poor state of repair. The roof has got several holes in it. The door is open, and it looks like nobody lives there.
Just sort of go and knock on the door. Hello? Hello?
You knock on the door. The door swings open. There is no response from within.
Wait a minute, hold on, let me do something. I detect magic.
With your paw, and you start detecting magic. There is no magic in the immediate area within your field, other than the magic within your own party.
The witch dog.
Yeah, I've got loads of magic as well.
So
I'm a sorcerer. A sorcerer.
You make like paste and things for food?
No, I am a sorcerer, a divine sorcerer. I learned it from a book that I found in the stalls of the gladiator arena. Somebody left a book that said, so you want to be a sorcerer, do you? And then it's a 30-page book of how to be a sorcerer.
30 page!
Like the dummy's guide.
Very much, yes. It sort of covered the basics, and curiously, the ethics section was moved, was left out. But it was quite interesting. You took it very quickly.
Velder helped me read it, and I'm really grateful. Now I can do lots of things, like I can create light, and he creates light from his cantrip.
Nice.
Wow.
Some glowing light. What do you want to attach the light to? Because you create the light and then you fix it on something.
On the top of my hair.
Cool. You put it on top of your head. No, a little glowing light on top of your head.
Shall we?
Chest height for
let's just go in. I don't know why
Shall we go in? Yes. Can we get in through the door, Dan, or do we need to?
I mean, getting through doors has consistently been a problem for this party, but in this case, you are able to walk straight through the door. So you step inside the school. It's pretty run down inside. It looks like a lot of the rooms look like they haven't been used in quite a while. There's a thin layer of dust on everything. You make your way through the school towards the main arena area, where you see there is a staircase leading down into the basement. Would you like to give me some perception checks?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Yes.
First time, I'm going to roll the dice. Where's perception? Here we go. First roll of the backstory.
16 for Basco.
Oh, that's not bad. 15 for Velder.
16 for Basco, 15 for Velder.
25.
Jeez.
Dirty 20, or as
Dirty
my housemates
20.
call it, a shameful 20.
Shameful 20.
Lovely, I like that. No matter what characters we play, Colin is always the king of perception rolls. So our two gladiators, Felix and Rory, you hear from somewhere down in the staircase. You can hear the sound of training. You can hear the sound of like people practicing some kind of combat.
They are playing Ha Ha Haya, very famous warm-up game.
Shall we go and see? Should we go a little bit quiet as we walk down to see who the two of these are?
Well, but we're coming as friends,
Why
aren't
did they
we?
leave the door open? Yes, friendly people, but why did they leave door open?
Yes, that's what I want to know.
I mean, we've not done anything wrong, so...
Well, let's go down there then. Hello!
The sounds stop for a moment, and after as you sort of go down the stairs, a door at the bottom of the stairs opens, and a heavily muscular Burundi woman, so from the Isle of Jalmare to the south, she steps out. Her head is completely shaved on either side with just a single lock, sort of braided lock hanging down the back, and she has her hands wrapped in hand wraps as she steps out to look at you. She wears sort of flowing Burundi garb, and she steps out and looks up and says, "Yes."
Hello there. My name is Rory Bavori Aldori. I am from, well, it doesn't matter where I'm from, but me and my friends here, we've come to make some friends and to be part of this school, if we can. But we're wondering, it looks a bit like nobody's joined in a while. I wonder what's happened.
She kind of looks like she sort of catches herself as she almost nods off.
You're like the energy vampire from What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
She says, "Well, I can assure you the school is not closed, although we have no use for the upper levels. It has fallen into disrepair. We are a very new school, and so we have taken up the lower levels. It is easier for our training here. My name is Melika Sanvara. Master Sanvara, I am the master of our school of Unforgiving Fire. Tell me, why do you seek out our school?"
Well, we've heard good... Oh, yes, well, I'll let one of my colleagues explain what we...
It is of very special importance to me, for I, too, am born with a fire that does not forgive.
And Phoenix smolders a little bit from his hair and his chest hair.
Ooh. And I feel a kinship to this school, and we will join the School of Unforgiving Fire because it is my heritage.
I'd like to roll a deception check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, come on! The one time!
That's encouraging.
11.
An 11. She considers your answer. Oh dear. And what of the rest of you?
Well, I am training. I'm in training to become... well, I'm already a swordsman myself from the Aldori, as you can tell from my last name. But, yes, I'd like to just, train to be a gladiator. And these other two people here, well, they work for me.
Yes, and my name is Basco Mops. I'm a pooper scooper. Sometimes I scoop the boop and also doop the doop. But I want to learn how to fight, and I'm good with spells, but I also want to be good with my fists. Yes. And this is my bestest buddy, old friend, old pal, old guy. His name is Velder.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, I'm Velder, and I also clean the poop and the bloop and the boop-de-boop-de-boop, and I'm not really interested in learning to fight. I'm just happy cleaning the boop-de-boop, really. How are you?
Yes, I see. Very well. So you are just here to clean up after everybody else, then, are you?
Well,
Velder, we can be anyone now. Come on. Learn how to fight. This is
all right. Yes, I want to hit people with my broom. Hit people with my broom.
Let's get some deception checks from the rest of you. Let's see if you can match up to.
Ooh, 21 for Velder.
18 for Basco.
Poop-de-moop-de-poop.
I got a 10.
So our actual gladiators have both tanked their bluff checks. And the two cleaners of moop-de-poop and poop-de-poop-poop-poop smashed it, yeah.
Have made a cunning, convincing case for wanting to learn to punch people. I don't know, does Basco scoop his own poop? Does he carry a little bag around?
I'm not an animal.
Okay.
Wait,
I
so
leave it to them.
somebody else has to scoop your poop.
Scott, if you could see Scott on the webcam, he literally just shrugged his shoulders and put his hands up like, what?
Every time. It's my default setting for whenever Ross talks.
I'm not an animal. You are.
Says,
You're
very
a
well.
good
Well,
boy.
very well. Well, you are welcome here. Here at the School of the Unforgiving Fire, we teach the Reign of Embers dance. Do you know it?
No, I've not heard of this.
The Reign of Embers refers to a great phoenix who was known also by that name, who used to patrol the World Wound. You know the Great World Wound in northern Avestan? It is a tear in the fabric of reality, where demons pour forth to assail the world. During the Second Medieval Crusade, the Phoenix would patrol the World Wound, saving lost souls, until she was abandoned by her own allies and left to the wrath of the demons. And she returned from her death, seeking out vengeance against those who had abandoned her and left her behind. It is that rage and that unforgiving spirit that we teach here at the school to make us stronger. Does that sound like something that you would like to learn to defeat your own enemies?
Well, absolutely.
Yes. 1,000 times yes.
Yes, it sounds very exciting, yes. What do you think, Basco? Basco.
Basco.
Oh, what? Sorry, I was taking a dog nap. Yes, that sounds great.
What? Oh.
A dog nap? Is that a thing?
Yes, he's very nappy.
I'm a Thuni paddler. I paddle, and I am a Thuni.
It's been a long journey.
Well, come then. I'll bring you down and introduce you to some of the other students. She leads you down the stairs into the lower basement level, and takes you into a large room where you see there are several sort of about 4 foot high stands, stone pedestals around the room, on which are all set bowls of burning hot embers, burning hot coals over all of them. It give the whole room a sort of a warm glow, but it's quite smoky. It's not really very well ventilated. There's smoke at the top, and in the centre of the room there is a large upturned brazier where there are several hot coals that have been put out onto the floor, and there are 3 gladiators stood there in their armour, stood around it. One of them is currently standing barefoot on the coals. You can see he's gritting his teeth and is trying to focus while the coals burn his feet, and then he just jumps away from them, rubbing his feet and shouting and crying out in pain. He says, "Oh, I can't do it! It's stupid!" "Patience," says the woman. "We have some new students here who also wish to learn the Reign of Embers dance. I wonder, perhaps a friendly contest may be the best way for you to get to know any of our students. This is Youth, Okransi, and Tyr. These are my 3 students so far. With you, I have quite the formidable school, even if one of you only wishes to scoop de poop.
and hit things with my broom?
And hit things with your broom.
So, you want us to stand on these embers?
No, I do not think you are quite ready for that.
I'm ready! I jump on.
Nice.
You leap straight onto the embers. I know you have no fire resistance, so let's go ahead and get a will save to see how long you can stand on the embers for.
Alrighty, here we go. 14.
14. It's a pretty solid roll. You stand on the embers for about a minute, kind of just hopping about a little bit. You take 2 points of fire damage until finally you have to hop off the embers.
I know he's not a dog, but if he was a dog, he'd be a hot dog. Don't you think, Felix?
I think it might be derogatory to refer to him as dog. I think his people might have been created by a god.
That's why I said if he was a dog, and he's not a dog. Actually,
but he's not a dog.
Only because he's reminiscent of
I'm not a dog. I'm a Thuni.
Yes, no, I don't mean any offence, is what I'm trying to say.
But you called him a dog.
No, I didn't. I said if he was a dog. Oh, let's move along because you're all taking this too far.
Let's call the whole thing off.
I love him.
I tell you what, this Basco is inspired me. I too will stand on the cold butt with my hands. And Felix handstands on the coals.
You handstand on the coals. You have some fire resistance, I think. Do you, or are you?
Nope.
Let's have a look. No, you have no hot fire resistance. In that case, I'm going to get either. I'll let you do reflex or will, depending on because you're pretty agile, so maybe you can balance correctly.
You have inspired me. Maybe this is the moment where I become brave like people I wish to be.
25.
25. Wow. You balance effortlessly on the burning hot coals without it causing any damage to you until finally you handstand walk off the coals and flip back onto your feet, dusting yourself off. You take no damage.
Wow. Velder gives a little round of applause, just like, oh, well done, that was amazing.
I have also been inspired, and I would like to
Felix
try
have his moment.
it as well. All right, can I roll a reflex?
Right after Felix lands, you may. Felix.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realise. I thought you were off. I heard Velder having a round of applause. I'm so sorry, Scott. Carry on.
Felix just flips off and then flips Rory off and then just lands and looks at his hands with shock and goes, I am invincible. Would have sounded better if I'd done it in the moment, but
Oh, it's fine. We can edit it.
We'll just edit. We'll just edit Colin out.
I'll edit myself out. Yeah. All right.
Are you going to have a try, Rory?
Yes, I am going to. Let me roll. Let's go. I rolled a 15 on that.
That's a 15. All right. You managed to balance for a short while before it gets too much for you. You take 4 points of fire damage, and you have to jump off the coals.
Oh dear.
Velder.
Seeing all of you has really, honestly, it's inspired me to not. I'm going to stand over here.
Oh, you've got to try it, Velder.
No.
Do it, Velder.
No.
Do it.
The other two, I go,
No.
Would it help him if I just pushed him onto it? I feel like he is a man who will react well to being pushed onto things that he does not want to go on. Maybe this would help him build his confidence.
I don't want to stand on the flyer. I don't want to stand on the
push
flyer.
Velder on.
Velder's life has just never been different.
Go on, Velder. You can do it.
Velder onto
what is
the
it?
fire.
Will?
It's a reflex save.
Reflex save. 15.
15. It's the same as Rory. So you kind of just scamper across the flames, trying to take out the thing. You take 3 points of fire damage, and you make it to the other side.
Yay, Velder! Well done.
Really burnt. I'm really burnt.
Yes, that'll pass.
That was horrible.
Yeah,
Imagine if we do that again.
I need to
If we played
lose
this in
you.
first edition where you've got like D6 hit points at level 1, that could have killed him.
Yeah.
Fine.
I am impressed by your. I am impressed by your eagerness to learn. But that is not one of the trials that I had in mind. Although
what? We just did it.
I didn't. I did wish to say, but I'm afraid your Shuni friend dived in before I had a chance to really make it clear.
It's not his fault. He's very impulsive.
Aren't you impulsive?
Yes.
He's fallen asleep again.
Look at him all asleep again. Oh, look at that. Look at his little spitball. Isn't he sweet? He's so sweet.
Let's let him sleep for a little while.
Yes, we'll just leave him there. Yes.
I
just push him with my broom underneath the chair so he's nice and safe.
Sleepy Shuni. Says no. The tasks. There are 3 challenges which I think I will pit you against my current students with.
So doesn't the fire count for anything?
She rolls her eyes and just goes over to her bag and comes back with a small lollipop and gives it to Velder. There you
go. All right, fine. All right, thanks.
And I still have that lolly, says Phil.
This is that lolly.
20-year-old lolly.
I still lick it on my birthday. Just the one.
Yeah.
I think we skipped forward to ancient Velder then, but continue.
Gross. The first is called the Cinder Palm Strike. You must try and grab a burning ember from one of the flames. They call them cinder sprites. They hold great power. Somebody who is power enough to grab a cinder sprite will surely have great luck in this technique. So you may learn that. The other is called the. Just looking at my notes, I've only just learned the style.
You should really look up. You should really know that.
You're not inspiring confidence as a teacher. I mean, you just don't seem to even know the basic tenets of your fighting style.
Shut up! You got a lollipop. I did not.
I did get a lollipop. It's very.
I only had one lollipop. The other is called the Iron Talon Grip. It teaches you to have a strong grip when you grapple your opponent, so that you choke the life out of somebody if you wish, or move them where you wish. And the final is the Soaring Ashes style, where you leap from a pillar to pillar without dropping anything. It teaches you agility and balance. Now, my students are willing to participate in each of these challenges, and they will stand up against any of you. As many as 2 of you can take part in each challenge. You will face 2 of my students.
Why does it have to be a challenge? Sorry. Why does it have to be a challenge?
I can't believe you could even wait for the... Because it is a school, because we are challenging you to be competitive.
Oh, couldn't you just tell us?
I'll do the balancy one.
I'll do whatever with Velder.
Can I catch the ember? Can I catch the ember? We'll do that. We'll be good at that, Basco. You're good at catching things, aren't you? You're a good boy.
I thought, Velder, maybe you'd be good at the balancy one. Maybe we should have a conversation about this first before we jump into things.
Well, you 2 do the balancy, and me and Velder will do the catchy.
I'm not sure if Felix is good at the balancy, but I thought Velder was, you see.
What makes you think of that? Felix falls over.
Oh, here you go. I pick him up by the elbow.
It's hot.
Very well. The Cinder Palm Strike is the first challenge that we will undertake. Velder and Basco, you shall represent your group in this challenge.
Yeah.
You shall go up against 2 of my finest warriors.
No.
Tia
I'm scared.
And Yule. The 2 of them stand up. 2 of the gladiators nod, and she leads you over to one of the burning braziers, which has an inscription at the bottom that says in common, in a fancy script. It says, "Do not subdue the fire of your rage." Below it, and there are burning coals with some fire coming from them, and every now and then you can see little flicks, little motes of light sort of flying out of it and sort of wisp away into the air. These These are the cinder sprites. They hold great magical power. They are leftover. My ancestors believe that the wisps are fundamental to learning the cinder palm strike. A strike with great force that uses the power of fire. A true warrior can reach out and seize these sprites from the coals as they fly over. We must keep many burning coals here to try and attract them to the school. Now, to learn the technique, you must strike at it very quickly as it floats over by snatching one of the embers as it flies from the coals. If you can do this better than my students, then I will consider you to be mighty indeed. Which of you is going to try first?
Basco.
All right.
Basco steps up. So, Basco, you stare at the coals and you can see little motes of light whipping out of it. So there's a few different ways. You can use sort of different skills. You might use like a reflex save to try and grab one quickly. Maybe you'd use an arcana to try and understand how the magic works and try and predict it. Maybe use a different skill. So what skill would you like to try and use to be able to grab one of these cinder sprites?
I am going to use... I guess... Can I use acrobatics?
You can use acrobatics, yep.
My diplomacy is really good. Can I talk to the
try and
talk to the sprite?
Charm one of the sprites.
Come into my hand, tiny sprite. Come on.
14.
A 14. You reach out, but you miss the sprite as it whizzes past you.
Come back here.
One of the students, Ute, steps up and says, "Huh, stupid dog. I'll grab that sprite." He reaches out and snatches one from the air as it flies over. He grabs it and holds it in his hand. You can see his hand is glowing slightly. They all turn to look at Velder.
Right, okay, this is it. The penitent man will pass. And the penitent man will pass. No, wait, why am I saying that to myself? I don't know, I'm very nervous. All right.
You can do it, Velder. You can do it.
I'm going to try magic. I'm going to try an arcana check. I'm going to try and seize this thing.
Velder.
I can do it.
Velder.
It's a natural 20.
Yeah!
27!
Amazing.
I shit you not, everybody. That is a natural 20.
Beautiful.
You observe the flow of magic around the coals. Reach out and just take a little burning mote of light into your hand as it flies past, and hold it there.
Magic. I did it. I did it, Basco. Look, I did it.
You did it.
I did it.
High five.
I high-fived the sprite into his hand. I'm so sorry.
Your hand
Basco.
glows with...
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, just burned a little bit, but I'm okay.
Oh, try licking it. That'll help.
Oh, my tongue! My tongue is numb.
I can't hear you because your tongue's too big. What are you doing?
My tongue's numb.
Yes, I think your son is a nun. Right, well, let's move on.
Son is a nun. So the other one succeeds. The other one also grabs the sprite. So it is 0 to Basco. It is 1 point to Velder, 1 point to each of the other guys. Basco, it's your go again.
All right, this time let's go.
You can do it, Basco. I believe in you.
Nope. That was a 9.
Oh, Basco fails again.
Oh!
Basco flails away. Doesn't get anywhere near it.
Do we have to do this until I do it?
No, we don't. It's the first to 3 wins.
Oh, okay.
So Ute succeeds as well. Velder.
The penitent man will pass. It's not so good. 14.
Velder.
14.
Velder.
A 14 is a fail, I'm afraid. Velder misses.
No, maybe I'm not any good. Oh dear.
And the last guy makes his roll and passes.
Oh,
it's
no.
2 each for the two initiates, who only have a +2. They don't have a.
What have you been rolling, Dan?
I've been rolling rocks. because it's old. It's old bad moon.
Old bad.
Yeah, the
moon.
weighted dice that you bought, Dan.
I'm gonna get that. Yeah, the weighted D.
Shall I use a different die for the final round? I'll use a different die for the final round. Since it's lockdown, I use a special lockdown. I use this dark.
Could you not just fire up dragon dice and use that?
Big up dragon dice again. Big up dragon dice.
Big up dragon dice. Yeah,
we love you.
All right,
this is it,
final
Basco.
round.
We've really got to put it out the bag. You can do it. Remember that time when you caught that bird poo flying through the air and you caught it in your hand? It's just like that. Think of it like poop, like the moop-de-poop-de-poop.
Alrighty, I'm gonna do this. Here's my... Oh, no, that's a D12. No. Oh, yeah, I got a 19. Well, that's a 19 on the die, and then we have a look. That's a 24.
You grab one of the... 24 might even be a crit success. You reach out and just grab one of the cinders. That is a critical success.
Yes.
You gain... Ooh, you get a +2 to your next roll on this one.
Oh! How come I didn't get a critical success with a natural 20?
Oh, yeah, that you get it as well. There you go.
Well, I didn't get a +2. That means the last one's 6. Oh, never mind. I'll add a +2 to this one, shall I? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Let's go for that.
Well done, Basco. You did it. You did it.
Right.
Now I'm going to try. I'm feeling slightly better about this roll for some reason. I don't know. Maybe that first time wasn't just a fluke. And 18.
An 18's a success, though.
Yay! Like you did it, Basco. I get a win.
Velder.
Basco and Velder. The best.
You both cheer as both of the other guys roll 19s on the die and get their third and final one and win the challenge. But it has brought you closer together. But the two of you do get a bonus for the fact that you capture.
We were close together. If anything, I feel further apart now, Basco. I really thought we were going to win that.
Me too. I'm sorry I let you down, buddy.
No, I let you down.
No, I let you down.
Yeah,
it is nothing to feel ashamed of, says the woman.
Well,
it's Malika.
I mean, it's our first go, and you put us up against people who've done this before, and you literally gave us no training whatsoever. You just told us to catch embers from a fire. So I think we've done pretty well, and I want another lollipop, and I want one for Basco as well.
You will have lollipops are for winners. You will have a lollipop. She gives a lollipop to the two other students.
Oh,
they're sitting licking their lollipops and glaring at you.
I'll make you choke on that lollipop.
Velder learns his loathing of people in this moment.
And his deep, deep love of lollipops.
So the next challenge is the Soaring Ashes style.
Soaring Ashes.
Soaring Ashes.
Well, you'll be sorry because my friends Rory and Felix, they're the best. They're the best. I once saw Rory throw a sword like 30 feet, and it was amazing. So yeah, they'll be getting all the lollipops.
Please do not do the picking of the ups, please, or the smacking of the talks, because because these people are like really good at what they do. So like if you tell, and now because of the law of statistics, we are now going to suck balls.
Hey, no, come on, you're really good, Felix. Remember what we did with the owl? That was great. We're adventurers now.
I rolled a guinea pig in shit.
Yeah, and it got accepted by the owl community. I mean, that's amazing. You've got this.
Well, we're not sure if they did or not. But
well, they did long enough to leave the cargo hold, and everything was fine as we walked up those steps.
Now, with this Ash challenge, what do we need to do? Tell me what I need to do, please.
It's very simple. Yeah, she takes you to another part of the area where there are the same stone pillars, sort of low stone pillars, a few feet apart, but they don't have burning coals on them. And she brings each of you a bowl containing a sort of viscous oil. As she goes around, she takes a torch from the thing and just touches it to each of the bowls, and the bowls ignite. The oil in them ignites and just sort of sloshes around. Each of you must climb up into these pillars. And you must leap from pillar to pillar to make it to the other side. The first to make it all the way to the other side of the room will complete the challenge. But you must be very careful to hold the bowl still, for its contents are incredibly hot and may burn you if you manage if you fall.
Is it like soup?
I mean, it's literally a bowl full of flaming oil.
It's oil.
Basco.
It's oil.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was soup. I love soup.
I tell you what, Basco. Yeah. I'm really glad that we got the Ember one. Hey, aren't you? This looks really dangerous. Good luck, guys. You're going to do great.
Right, pass me the oil.
You take up the oil. Rory, you are first up. So you stand up on one of the...
Rory.
You stand up on the side, ready to make a leap. So you've got a couple of options of how you can make the jump. You don't really need to roll for the jump itself. It's rolling to be able to try and keep the liquid from spilling over.
Yeah.
So you could do things. Maybe make a fortitude save to just let it sort of splash over you without letting it distract you. Maybe you make an acrobatics to try and balance and manage not to spill any of it. There's others performing, maybe crafting, lots of different things you could do. So tell me what skill, how are you going to try and leap from pillar to pillar without spilling this stuff?
Now, what some people don't know about me is that I know a little bit about acrobatics, and I sometimes use it in my sword fighting style. So with this bowl of oil, and I'm not doing trash talk, I'm not doing anything like that, just using logic, I'm going to, use my acrobatics skills. And I'm going to use an acrobatics check.
All right, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
That popped out of the tray. It is a 19.
19, that is a success.
Oh, you see? Look at this.
You leap gracefully to the next pillar without spilling a single drop. And you get one success towards your 3. I'm going to bring in a new die for one of these. Let's have Felix go first, however. Felix, you step up with a burning bowl. How are you going to try and leap to the next one?
I too will use acrobatics.
Okay.
It seems like the most applicable skill in this situation. I hold the bowl, and as I hold the bowl, it gets hotter because of my innate ability to make things hotter that I hold.
It starts to bubble.
Yeah.
Even more dangerous. And I make the jump. 23.
A 23,
Nice.
That is a success. You leap gracefully onto the next one. Both of you have made it across 2 pillars without spilling anything. I'm bringing out a new die again for this one. Let's see how this goes. The first guy steps up and he leaps, and as he does, he just spills the flaming stuff over himself and just starts screaming in pain and just slips and falls on the floor and has to get back up onto the thing. He fails to get anything. The second guy also burns himself and fails to make any progress. It is 1-0 to you guys. Back around to Rory. Next jump.
Yeah, that's a 26.
A 26. That is a critical success.
Boom.
So you get a success on this one, and you have a +2 to your next attempt. You are easily bounding aside. You haven't spilled a drop so far. Felix, you're up. Oh no.
It's a natural 1, my
friend. That is a critical failure.
Oh no.
Goes in your eyes, goes down your mouth.
You take a jump and you just hit the edge of the pillar and just douse yourself in the flaming stuff. By the time you kind of wash it off you don't take any damage, but you are considered to be clumsy for 1 hour. The clumsy status, your movement becomes clumsy and inexact. You are clumsy 1, so you take a -1 to dexterity-based checks and DCs, including armor class, reflex saves, attacks that use DC, that use Dex, which I think is most of your attacks, and skill checks, including acrobatics, stealth, and thievery. So all of you have a -1 to your Dex, to all Dex rolls, for 1 hour.
Is Clumsy MZ's brother or something?
Hey.
Rest in peace, clumsy.
Do I fall off the pillar and onto the floor and stuff, or what
no?
happens?
You have to go back to the pillar you jumped from. So you are still on the first pillar, or still
actually.
Yeah.
James, it's weird that you mentioned that sort of go. You see, sort of the oil goes in on the face, and Felix sort of mats down a bit of his like red hair, goes around the eyes and stuff, and some of it goes down his throat. This hot burning oil sort of goes down his throat. He picks up the bowl and goes back to the original one. And he's like, "Oh, it hurts so much. I don't know what's happened to my voice. Oh, it's down my gullet, and sort of making me feel. That goes on as he goes back to the original pillar.
Oh my god.
Nice.
I tell you what, Ross, doesn't this character development just make you want to go and listen to the Sandstone Secret?
Yeah,
man. Such wonderful Easter eggs for everyone who listens to that.
That's what this whole thing is about. Getting Ross to listen to that damn episode. Right, let's give these two other losers a go at it. The first guy, natural 20.
Oh, come on.
He gets to the first step, and he's going to have a bonus to his next one. His mate fails. His mate spills more hot oil over himself.
It's like a weird version of The Chase.
Yeah.
I can imagine it's a bit like Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't worry, Felix. Your time will come again.
The end is in sight for Rory. You got +2 to this, remember?
Yes, that's 16.
A 16. Rory makes it to the final, to the other side, and lands triumphantly. Felix, do you want to have one more? Do you want to go?
Come on, Felix.
Oh my god! It's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Hey! Felix, you get halfway across. You're almost there. Nice work. Beautiful. The other two guys get to fail. Burns himself, even with his bonus. And the other guy fails. Final scores for having somebody. Rory gets 3. Felix gets 2. One of the gladiators gets 1 point, and the other one fails to even make it off the first pillar. He just constantly slips and falls in the oil. He's horribly burned now.
Yay, you guys won. Yay.
We did.
And they're horribly burned.
I'm rather worried about the burning boy on the top of the pillar there. Could we help him a little bit? Because, he's not really our enemy or anything, is he?
So, you help him. You kind of pour some water on the guy.
I'll help.
Oil and water does not mix. It will make it worse. It will make it so much worse on his body.
No, look, I can help. I'll put the fire out with air, and I cast Gust of Wind at him.
Sprays the oil all over the building.
The roof goes up.
Quick, get the trophy.
Shit. Not a bad shout.
Yeah.
Not a bad shout.
Need some fire safety training. So you get a reward from this, Felix and Rory, because you won the challenge. You have gained a tolerance for the fire within the bowl from the heat from it. So as a reaction for the rest of this adventure, you can use once on one time you can use a reaction to reduce any fire damage you've taken by 5.
Okay.
So you basically get fire resistance 5 against a single use ability for the rest of this adventure.
Wonderful.
Your focus.
Didn't get a lollipop though, did you?
No, you are right. I did not get a lollipop. But Rory, I sort of feel a bit inspired by your actions and even the actions of Velder Cranblight as well. And I feel like today was changing point for me. Maybe I feel a little bit more, how you say, brave. Perhaps you are really good.
I think that fire stuff has affected your vocal cords.
I think it's affected his mind as well.
It's inside me, and this fire is inside all of us now. Now we will be truly wolf, wind, owl,
fire.
You've gone really creepy. I think it's quite a good change.
I very much like you both ways.
Velder just giggles on his hand.
Felix just pushes the other ball of slippery oil further away from everybody.
But finally, Malika leads you for the final challenge. It is the challenge of grip.
Oh, yes.
Grip an iron bar while hammering a gong to try and grip through the vibrations. For that, we must retrieve the great gong from our treasury. She leads all of you to a set of iron doors, which she takes a key from around her neck, puts the key in and unlocks the door and opens it and steps inside and steps into a dark room where you can see there are a number of items sitting around, some old statues, things like that, some books on training. There is a large gong on one side with an iron bar next to it, and sitting on a pedestal just to the side of it is a large, ornate-looking trophy. And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. Bonus content. Let's have Basco fight. Let's have Basco fight an owl.
Yeah.
Basco, roll for initiative.
Dun, 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 dun.
That they 13.
You go first. The owl stares you down menacingly.
I'm gonna just hit it with my shovel.
You're trying to
It's an owl with a shovel.
a 20. Is that a natural 20?
No, it's
Okay,
dirty.
it is a hit. You hit the owl with the shovel.
Hey, 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. The owl is still alive.
I'll take that.
Takes your hit. You have 2 actions left.
Is this a flashback to what actually happened in the hole?
Yeah.
You hit the
right.
owl, but it horribly doesn't die from the first strike and just gets back up.
Oh, this is horrible.
Okay. I'm going to use a spell slot of harm, and I'm going to use it at level 2, which is 1d8 plus range. 1d8 plus range.
Okay.
Well, it says 1d8 plus 8 in brackets range.
So you can use it at range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that 2 actions?
So it's 2 actions. You have 2 actions left. So you deal 1d8 plus 8 damage to the owl.
Do I have to roll to hit, or
no? You hit automatically with.
Sweet.
I think you hit automatically with. Oh no, I think you might have to roll to hit with harm.
okay, I'll do it anyway. A natural 20.
It's a critical hit. We'll draw a spell critical. Forceful Blast. The spell deals an additional 1d8 points of force damage. That is 2d8 plus 8.
It wasn't.
You didn't say you had owl.
Nuked it.
You just had owl pate. That's what you had, basically. Just smear on a bit of baguette. Nice.
Yeah.
That's 18 points of damage.
The owl had 1 hit point left. The owl explodes, showering the cage in owl bits and leaving a single feather stuck to your face.
Whoopsie.
You look around satisfied as the other owls stare at you in terror and know you to be their master. Congratulations. Basco, you monster. There you go, Dangerlings. When you made that character, you didn't expect him to murder an owl.
Owl aside.
Big shout out to the RSPB, by the way. Shout out RSPB.
Big up RSP. Hello everyone, this is one of the most exciting announcements I've gotten to make on the podcast. That is on the 28th of May at 8 p.m. here in the UK, at 12 p.m. Paizo time. The Danger Club podcast is going live at PaizoCon. That's right, PaizoCon is going to be online this year, so there's a lot of games and things you can register for. It's all through Discord, and the Danger Club podcast is going to be there doing a live show that you can tune into and hear us playing in the moment and hear just how it goes down when we're unfiltered and unedited. So if you go to paizo.com/PaizoCon, click on the Warhorn link there, you can register for PaizoCon, you can register for games, bring up the event list, and you will see us right there, 28th of May at 12 noon Paizo time. That is 8 p.m. here in the UK. Just hit that, register for that one. You'll get a link to the Discord. You can tune in and you can hear us playing the Danger Club live at PaizoCon. Get 2 episodes of Lockdown Legends before they come out for everybody else. I cannot stress how excited and terrified I am going to be about this. It's going to be so much fun. Come and hang out with us. Come and hear us live at PaizoCon. Goodness me. God, that was like a wrestling promo, wasn't it?
Well, let me tell you something, brother.